What's going on, guys? Welcome to Coding Privacy, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use the input fields in Tkinter, and we can do it using the entry widget, that is the another type of widget. So let's first create the entry widget, and then we are going to see how you can use entry widget in Tkinter. Okay, because entry widget alone is not going to do anything, right? So entry is equal to tk.entry, as simple as that, and the first argument is root because the root is the window, and right now we do not need to mention anything. But let's do one thing. Let's use place manager this time. So x is equal to, I would say, 80, and then y is equal to 40. When I run the application, I can see this is the input field in Tkinter. So as you know, input fields are used to take input from the user, and then user gives the input, and then we fetch the input using some actions, and we do some processing with it, and then we print it, right? So that's the basic way we use the input widget, input fields. So I can definitely write into this field, but I cannot do anything because when I click enter, or there is no button here, right? So we cannot do anything with it. So what we can do is we can create a button. We have already seen how to create a button and attach it with a function in the previous videos. So we can create a button, and then we can attach it with a function. So what that function will do is that function will fetch the value from the entry widget, and then we can show it on the window again. Okay, so let's do that sounds cool, right? So button tk dot button root and text is equal to, let's say, process entry widget, right? And then what we'll do is button dot place x is equal to, we say, 80, and then y is equal to 80, right? So let's see if we have created buttons. Okay, so the button looks really good, but it won't do anything, right? Because we haven't attached any function with it. So what we'll do is get values will be the name of the function, and then now what I want to do is I want to fetch the value from this entry widget. So this entry widget is placed in entry variable, and simply I just need to write entry dot get, which will give me the value user has provided in the entry widget, and I'm gonna save it into a safe place. And then what I want to do is I want to show it in the window, right? So for that you can use the label widget. So let's create a label widget. Root is the window, and label dot place, let's see what, x is equal to 80 and y is equal to 120, right? So this is how you created label, and then I'll keep the text as empty label initially, right? Now I just need to change the text of this label when I click on the button, right? So when I click on the button, it should go to this function, and what it has done is it has fetched the values from the entry widget. And in the second line, what I want to do is I want to change the label text. So to change the properties of an existing widget, what we can do is write the widget name dot config. So using config, you can pretty much change each and every option which is provided over here for any widget. So even for button, entry, label, you can do it for everything, right? So config, and then text is equal to v, right? So the text would be changed to whatever we have got over here, right? Whatever we have fetched from the entry, we'll change it to the text of text of the label, right? Now I want to attach this function with this button, which we have already seen in the previous video, using command is equal to the name of the function, but the condition is not to use parenthesis after the function name, right? So this is done, I guess. So we have created an entry widget, we have created a label widget, we have a button. So when I click on a button, it should go to this function, it should fetch the value from the entry widget and show it to the label, right? Let's see how it goes. Sounds good. Okay, so let's write something over here. Let's click on a button and you can see the text of the label is changed. So this is exactly how you can use entry widget. You can use it in the sign in forms like login and sign up forms to get the value from the user upon clicking a button, and then you can process it and give it back to the application. Okay, let's see, what if now I want to change the text of this button when I click on this button itself. So what I can simply do is I can use this variable and put it over here. So now when I run the application and I can write the same text again, when I click on it, I can see the name of the button is changed to the name of the entry widget text that I put in, right? So this is like, you can do trials and errors and you can work out your way, right? So this is fun, guys. What you can do next is, so you've already seen how to get the value from the entry widget, but what if you want to place it initially, right? What if you want the entry widget to say enter the username in the star itself? So you can do that using the insert variable. There are two parameters that you need to provide. The first one, as it says, the index. So index of the string, I'll put it 0 because I want my text to start from 0, right? If I put 5, it will be like 5 spaces will be blank and then it will start from the 6th place. So I'll write 0 and then I'll say enter the username, let's say, and now let's run it. If I run it, I can initially see the entry widget having text as enter the username, and I can cut it and then write whatever I want, right? So this is how you can use entry widget, label widget and button together to create an application, because most of the time when you create an application you just need these 3 widgets: entry, label and button, and you can create many simple applications using this stuff. So this is really good. Now what you can do else is, let's suppose you are creating a login page, right? So you have a password field which you're going to use entry widget for the password field, but you don't want the user to show password, right? Because while you are writing password you want it to be an asterisk sign, you don't want it to be a text. So what you can do is show is equal to show me star. Instead of text, show me star, right? And then let's try it. So this is because we have written insert and then initially it says enter the username, so you can see the enter the username text in asterisk sign. But when I remove this one, and now it will be empty. Now whatever I can write, let's see, I write coding privacy and it is in asterisk sign, but when I click on this button, the button text as we have done it, so button text is changed to the name that I wrote, right? So in the back side I'm getting the text, but in the front side I am only able to see the asterisk sign. That is what we want when you are writing the password, right? So this is how you can write the password, and you can change it from asterisk sign to whatever, pound sign, and then whatever you write will be converted into pound sign, right? So that's all for this video, guys. If you enjoy, just hit the like button, subscribe for more like this, and my name is Harsh Patel. I'm from codingprivacy.com. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.